Hello, Soul Family. It's the Healing Grasshopper here to do a lunar eclipse reading for you. So, I've decided to do separate readings for eclipses because they carry what I feel are particularly useful energies that we can work with to improve our lives. So, there are plenty of other very powerful astrological events that happen throughout the year, and I will be incorporating them into the monthly readings. And if you remember, I promised in the yearly readings to remind you of the events and their energies on a monthly basis as they grow closer. So I'll be doing that. If you haven't seen your yearly, though, it's worth having a look as there's plenty of useful info. I'll leave the link below. So, we have a lunar eclipse in Libra happening on the 25th, and the general energy and focus of this eclipse is on relationships and examining the quality and health of our relationships and either working to improve them or possibly parting with them. It will be up to you and what you feel. Either way, it'll help us heal our light bodies. So, if we think of the essence of Libra is about balance, and balancing energy is healing energy. So, but for each sign, it will affect us in different ways. So that's why I'm doing this video. So let's begin with the astrology really quickly, and then we'll get into tarot. Hello, Gemini. So let's start with the definition of a lunar eclipse. It's when the Earth passes between the sun and the moon, which blocks the light to the moon. That's all it is. The energy of the lunar eclipse, though, is an assessing of the recent past from eclipse to eclipse and acknowledging how it's affecting you. So it's a good time to tie up loose ends and complete things that have been left unfinished. Mercury's going retrograde 5 days later uh, on April 1st, which is a reminder. So there's going to be kind of a mixing of energy, which I feel that it's probably Mercury's going to be showing you what's not working and what to fix, what to discard, and that kind of thing. So my notes from the beginning of the year that I promised I would remind you of as each of the energies approaches each month. Sorry, my lips are chapped. I was putting a little balm on my lips. Um, Lunar eclipse in Libra on the 25th. I wrote work on harmony between heart and mind in creative endeavors. An ounce of logic may be in order in developing your own ideas at this time, independent from the ideas and opinions of others. Developing a balance between heart and mind. Tongue tied today. So, um, the new information for this lunar eclipse I have from Chris Renstrom, who is one of my favorite astrologers. I used to follow him years ago when he was the resident astrologer for Allure, and I would buy Allure every month to read his horoscopes. And when they dropped him, that was the last issue that I bought, and I never bought Allure again after they dropped Chris Renstrom. I was so pissed. Um, I also have his book. I don't know him. I'm just a fan. So, and just found out that he um, joined YouTube. So I'm thrilled. Found out about a month ago. So, um, Chris Renstrom says, and I'm paraphrasing, there might be some realizations you might have about yourself, like sounding like your parents. Like, oh my God, did I say that out loud? I sound just like my mother, that kind of thing. Or you might catch yourself or realize you're being viewed by others as judgmental or overbearing when you're just trying to help. Well, we all know what it's like to be misunderstood. So, all right, Gemini. What do the cards say? Yeah, cards are coming out very easily. What else we got here? That's our center card. Very good in light energies I'm getting for everyone, including you, Gemini. I've got a light deck, you know. I know what I'm going to deal with something difficult when the deck is heavy and tight, but you've got a nice light deck. Everyone's been getting a light deck. I'm very happy about that because we've been dealing with heavy energies for, before January. It's been pretty difficult. What do we got here? Page of Swords. This is an energy of just coming to the realization of things, right? And it says, Chris Renstrom was talking about you might be having some realizations about yourself. There's the Page of Swords. Realizations, for sure. Neither of those. At least two more, please, Spirit. The Swords. Mm, okay. The Tower. Both of these. Right. I'm not going to get upset about the Tower because we've got the Ten of Cups here right behind it. So all will be well. The Devil. The Emperor. I love this. This is a realization of some things, maybe some adverse things that you're realizing about yourself, things that you're going to need to maybe adjust about yourself, which is always a good thing. And having self awareness. Um, the devil is about bad habits. So being aware of bad habits and, dealing with them like a boss. I mean, Gemini. Strength. With strength and expert wisdom and discernment. Eight of Pentacles in the center of the reading, which is about knowing what you need to do and getting to work doing it. It's beautiful. Seven of Cups. Wow. Seven of Cups has come out for almost everyone in this series. Very interesting. So, Seven of Cups, and a lot of them in this position, too. Hmm. Um, mhm. Okay. Contrast between top and bottom here is very interesting, too. your realizations of the things that you need to change and dealing with them like a boss. And then you have things that are not so clear. So you have realization, but not so clear. Um, Disillusionment and dissatisfaction with uh, and not being able to see so well your way forward, which ties into this tower here. There is an ending of sorts that you're going through right now, Leo. And I think for the majority of you, you know what this ending is. This is not a surprise to you. Yeah, Spirit's saying no. This is not a surprise to you. So, this is something that you know you're going to need to end, that you should not resist ending, but you probably are resisting in some way. This is you kind of looping and how can I fix this? 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 And, things being not very clear to you. And you dissatisfied with not finding your way out of this or finding a way to stop this. And the tower is saying you can't stop this. There's no fixing this. Your best way to deal with this is going through it, and on the other end of it is your 10 of cups. So this is basically just reassurance that you are going in the right direction and not to go into this transition kicking and screaming because it's just going to delay your victory here, Gemini. The lovers. Oh, see? That's so interesting. When I'm seeing a pattern this year, especially with the readings that I've been doing. It's like I'll do like a month or some kind of a series where there's a group of the signs, and you'll get somewhat of the same energies. It's like, the collective nowadays is not that everyone's going through exactly the same thing, but there's kind of a current of the same energy going through the collective. Okay, so the lovers here, and I put it here next to the devil. So look at the couples here with, you've got two people shrouded in um, shadow energy here, but then you've got two people here shrouded in or elevated in positive energy. Oh, wow, look at that. A lot of the same cards. It's amazing. Temperance. This is about balance. There's got to be a balance of confidence, inner strength, seeing the things that you um, should be grateful for, and kind of accepting and recognizing what's not working in your life and just moving forward from it. The Three of Pentacles is about People in your life who support you, that you're not in this struggle alone, that there are people that you can go to and spirit that you can turn to as well. So in this reading, um, the Four of Swords, I just heard take a chill pill. You know, and it, I think it was Cancer that I was telling. And a few other signs like things are not as difficult as you're making them out to be. If there's an ending of a relationship, it's not the end of the world. It's just the end of a season. You know, I learned from a string of adverse situations. It was like loss on top of loss on top of loss on top of loss. That was just like, really? When is this going to end? But I mean, um, one of the biggest ones that I went through, it was like I went through it kicking and screaming like you wouldn't believe. And when I came out on the other end of it, I was like, "Oh, I'm okay." And I learned then that what feels like a tribulation often is just a transition. That you just need to trust in spirit. Okay, this is a bonus card. Um, we meant to have this card? Yes. Okay, so this is a bonus card from the Centennial Rider Waite Smith deck, and it's one of the illustrations that the curators decided to put in the Centennial deck. And I keep them in because I like the illustrations. And this is just a picture of, family. You have a grandmother and their doting grandchildren, and the mom over in the corner doing something, I don't know. But it's just like this family energy of togetherness, which echoes this Three of Pentacles. And didn't you have the Three of Cups? No. Okay, well, the Ten of Cups you have, even better, you know, where, it's just saying you're not alone. You do have people that love you, that support you. King of Wands. We'll put on top of the Emperor here. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so both of these are talking about you know what you have to do oh, look at the Queen of Wands too. Flanking the Knight of Pentacles. This is, you know what you need to do to produce a beautiful result in your life. I mean, on the one hand, over here, you're like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't. Yeah, you do. You're saying that you don't know what to do because you're upset that there are things in your life that are ending that you want to, that you're scrambling to save. But, that's not, you can't. The Sun. Here's assurance again that things are going to work out well. You just need to trust it. What else we got, Spirit? Here is the Eight of Pentacles. Didn't you have Eight of Pentacles already? Yes. You have it over here. Again, this is focus on whatever positive actions that you've been taking or know that you need to take to move forward. As soon as you start or divert your focus back on this positive work, you will feel better. You've got to take your mind off whatever it is that's causing this anguish and focus on positive things. Okay. Okay. Spirit's really been going for messages from the universe lately. Okay, so we have love yourself more by saying no to things that feel draining and burdening for you. Saying no when you want to say no instead of saying yes to please other people is a real act of self love. Beautiful. So, Gemini, I'm looking forward to hearing from you in the comments section. I love connecting with all of you. It's my pleasure and passion to talk to you and engage with you in the comments section. So please do. Liking and subscribing does a lot for me, so please do. Let me know if this resonates. I love you, Gemini. Love, light, and many blessings.